All right, good morning, all. We are back to the JavaFX class, and we shall. Sorry, this is something different. All right, this is yesterday or last week, or I can say sorry, last meeting we launched this program in which, when it is run, if you click on the button, it tells you thank you. If you click again, it tells you goodbye. If you click again, it tells you click me, please. Today we want to write another program that can execute this. As you all know, we are using the Douglas programming, Douglas JavaFX book, which is very good for beginner. And Douglas presented that as a second program for testing JavaFX. So let's understand the problem we want to solve. You're going to design this window with JavaFX so that when you click on the, so let me confirm that my video, yes, the video is running. If you click on the button, before clicking, when you run it, the label here tells you that you have not clicked the button. Then if you click on it, it tells you that you have clicked once. If you click again, it tells you that you have clicked 2 times. If you click again, it tells you that you have clicked 3 times. That's how you continue running it, or executing it rather. So let us start. We're using our IDE, which is known as the Eclipse IDE. So let's start the program from beginning. This is our JavaFX project. So you right click and add a class. After adding the class, you give it a name. Let us give it click count. You can give it any name, but it has to be descriptive. Then we need what? We need the main method in the program, and then you finish. As usual, let us write some comments. End of the what? Class. End of the main method. Right? So this is our class. This is the block of the class. And this public class click count. In JavaFX, you are not extending to JFrame. You are rather extending to what? To application. You extend to application. Actually, if you're writing this for the first time, you have to configure your IDE to accept JavaFX. Click count extends application. Of course, it will need some import, right? Can you see the import here? JavaFX application. You need to import it. Then after importing it, it will ask you to add some one unimplemented method, which is the start method. Then you click. Can you see the start method here? We have explained this during the tutorial class. This start method is necessary for JavaFX to run. Now, let us follow it one after the other. Let's take the steps. This is start method, and this is the main method. The main method is for you to create the object of the class for the class to get executed, because all Java programs start running from main method. So this is not a Swing app that you just create the method, the object of the class here, new class name. No, rather what you do, you're going to create introduce a method called launch. This method has to take this argument. So if you do this, the launch method will get executed, but when the main method starts executing, it will invoke this main method, launch method. And this launch method will do what? Will create what? An object or an instance or object, something, object of the what? Object of the application class. That is object of the class itself. When it does that, then it will then call. This is the first thing it does, right? Number two, it then calls the what? The start method, start abstract method. When it does that, the start abstract method has one single parameter, one single object, which is the stage. Then it executes the stage, and then your program starts. Are we there? That's what it does. So we're done with that. Now let's come to let's look into the window we try to develop. We need a button, we need a stage, we need a scene, we need a pen, right? And then we need what? We need a label. So the first thing we do is to introduce all that we need here. First of all, we need a button. Let's say BTN click, for example. Sorry, give it a name, button. BTN click. Of course, there is going to be an error message for imports, packages of the imported libraries. Then you see it is JavaFX scene control, and then button. All right. Then you also need what? Huh? We need label. Thank you. We need a label. You can just say LBL click, for example, or LBL count. You can give it any name you want. This also tells you that you need what? You need to import it. From where? Please, you have to be careful. Look at what you're supposed to. Okay? LBL. So please look up here. What is the difference between these two? The only difference is that here I need label, here I need button, right? So I can remove all and introduce I can remove one and introduce only what? Asterisk. So anything I import that has to do with controls of JavaFX is already handled here. I have already imported the entire packages, the entire API for all controls, as we've been doing in Swings. Are we there? Yes. Then next we introduce our counter. Int, let's say click count, right? Yeah, or click counter. Here let's initialize it to 0. I hope we are okay. Then we're done with that. Then you need to initialize everything here. You need to initialize your button here. Let's say controls. initialization of what? Controls. So the first thing here, button equals to new button. Then we want to set it as please click me, right? Huh? No. Yeah, please click me, right? Then you set the text. Please click me, for example. Okay. Next is we need label. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
As it is empty. It is blank. Then we need to set the text is going to display. This is what I'm doing, please. This label, this very one, the one that you say you have not clicked the button. That's what you do for the first time. Okay. If you like, you can set it right here, because when you run it without triggering anything, it displays it for the user. Set text. You have not clicked the what? The button. Next. So I think for the controls we are done, right? Is it not?
Yes.
Then for these buttons to be displayed, we need to create pen. Is it? Huh?
Yes, sir.
A layout pen. Please, before I create layout pen, let us do something. This stage, please introduce something meaningful. This is the object of the stage, right? And we said that by the time this is launched, it will invoke the start method. When the launch method is executed, it will invoke this start method, and the start method has one parameter, and this parameter get executed, right? So let's do something here. Display the what? The stage. So I can now say stage.set title. What is the name of the app? Click count, right?
Click count.
Click count app, for example. Then you display it. You show it, stage.show, right?
Yes.
So let's try our program. Can you see? This is what? No scene have been added. No pane, no layout pane. Layout manager has been added. No controls. Your layout managers had to be added on. Your controls, the button, and all other things had to be added on the what? Layout pane. And the layout pane must be added on what? Scene. And the scene must be added on what? Stage. It will be displayed on stage rather, not added. So now back to our layout pane. The layout pane we're going to use is border layout, right?
Yes.
Border pen, right? Do you know border pen?
Yes.
So border pen, you can use any border pen. That's the object, equals to new border pen. Of course, it will instruct you to import the border pen packages or package for the layout manager. This helps you to arrange your components. We said we have 8 layout pens. We're going to discuss each and every one with regards to JSF, as it has been discussed in and swing. Of course, swing has about 8: the border layout, the box, the grid bar, the flow, the card, and so on. So the pen.set, we want to set our button, or we want to set the label at the top, right? Because look at how it is here. The label is at the top, right? Is it not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Dot set, what do you call it? LBL. Okay, set top. Then you introduce your node, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is LBL count. Okay, and then pen dot set center or button. Let's say center. Let's say button. Set button what? BTN click. If you want to set it center, it has to be center here. Okay, so the two have been what? Have been added, have been laid on what? Have been displayed on the pen. So the next thing is for you to create what? Scene. Create scene. And scene is created this way. Scene equals to, scene, object name, new, scene. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Okay, we need to add argument. Pen, right?
Yes, sir.
Then okay, right. The pixels, thank you. The pixels for the scene. We need to take, let's take 300 by 250. Okay. Then this is the scene. This scene must be added on what? On the stage. Then you now say stage. State dot what? Dot set. Huh? State dot set scene. Thank you. Then you introduce the scene here. So that means we have added. You see, if you look at it very well, if you are to use Java Swing, actually the number of codes will be higher than this.
Yes, sir.
Let's run, then we talk about the functionalities. Can you see what we have done? Yes, if you click, nothing will happen. Because you have not added the functionalities. So can we add the functionalities right now? Yes, let's add functionality. The functionality for the what? For the button. We can add it here. So the button, where is the button? Yeah, this is the button. You can now say adding the functionalities. So we now say this dot set on action. You know, we introduced something called lambda operation. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
And that lambda operation starts with E, and then you introduce your arrow operator, right? Then the name of the method to be invoked when the button is clicked. Then you now say click. What is it? Was a click button. For example, you can give it name, but give it something descriptive. Click button method. You see, this is the name of the method I want to use. So if you click here, it tells you that you have to create what method. If you create it here, it might give you private method. I want to use public method here, so I can. Let me create the method myself. Void. Okay. Can you see the error message is no more? End of the what? End of the method. So this is where you write your functionalities. First of all, you need to consider what you wanted to achieve. What you want to achieve is this. When you click, it tells you that you have clicked once, right?
Yes, sir.
So the first thing you do, whenever you click on this method, that label must change. All right? The label of what? Label of this label count. It has to change. So first of all, the first thing you need to do is just to set text to what? Because once you are here, the button has been clicked. So you change it to what? You have clicked once. Okay? Then you check. You now say if the button btn let me look at the something here. Click me. If you click on it, okay, good one. By the time you introduce this, that means once you are here, it has been what? It has been clicked. So please make use of this counter and introduced. You add it also plus. Or counter plus means counter equals to counter plus 1. If you like, you can say counter equals to counter plus what? Plus 1. That means you are incrementing. If it was 0, now it becomes 1. All right? If it was 1, now it becomes what? 2. So now you check here. You're going to check the counter. Since this counter is an int, so you can check it with this. Since it is an int, so you can logically check. If it is 1, that means it has been what? It has been clicked, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been clicked once.
Yes.
Otherwise, then you change it to multiplication. You multiply it 2 times, 3 times, whatever. Then you now say click counter. If it is 1, then you now say what? You set this. I've been clicked what? Once. Else you set the level that says what? Is it you have been clicked or I have been? Yeah? Let's say I have been. Yeah, the language must not necessarily be. We can change language. I have been clicked once. You can say I have been clicked, right? I've been clicked. How many times? Then you concatenate here. I've been clicked. You know, this counter is changing. So you bring your counter here. If it is 1 time, counter has 1. If it is 2 times, counter has it. As that. Counter counts for you. Here you only say times. Let's test. Let me magnify. What's happening with M? Okay. I wanted to magnify so you can see it very well. Okay, so let me run. All right, so if you click, I've been clicked once. If you click again, I've been clicked 2 times. We need spaces here, right?
Yes.
If you click again 3 times, if you click again 4 times, if you click again, this is a very simple logic. We need space here. I've been clicked, and here. If you click 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, thank you for watching. You see, these are just actually kind of it's an introductory part of what we are heading to. We're introducing JavaFX for the first time here, and we stopped using Swing as it has been recommended. So thank you for watching. You shall see more videos on this. We'll continue till the integration of database and many more operations, complex operations and all that. Thank you.